When I talk about auditing, then your client is looking forward to know how exactly you can improve the business. So let's say if you have a website which can look something like this, or if you have a mobile interface of the website, first of all, you have to go through the entire website. After going through the website, you have to go through the entire account. You have to go through all the pages of the account, all the search ads of that account, maybe all the campaigns that you have in that account, then the searches what people are actively searching, the performance against the devices, the ads that you is running in the account, the day-wise leads. So it's all about getting through the entire account, and then you decide how exactly you can create an audit report. Now, usually audit reports are being provided or being asked by clients when they are looking for any account improvement. This also happens when the clients are having their website or their project by one single agency or one single expert, and then now they are looking forward to change the agency. So what they do, they simply provide the account access, this kind of access to you or maybe to a new agency, and they ask agency to create a report for them. Through this report, they are just checking out if you as a company or if you as an expert will be able to provide some improvement in his account or not. Now, the first thing that starts with when it comes to creating an audit report is to go through the website. So let's say we take this project into consideration, which is a springtails.shop, and we just have to find out the issues in this project. In fact, if you are thinking about making any project in terms of making an audit report, it's all about finding the improvement, finding the options to improve. And trust me, when it comes to digital marketing, or in fact, when it comes to Google Ads, you will always be having the scope of improvements. If you give me any account, then I'll be able to find out the improvements in the account. You always have the scope of improvements. So now this video is for people who are looking forward to create these audit reports. Now, first thing is to go through the website. Now, this is a landing page of a company. This company has asked me to create an audit report. I cannot share the company name. So, the first thing which I started, in fact, whenever I get a project, I try to go through the project first. I try to understand the business first, understand the dynamics of the business first, and then only I get into the business accounts or Google ad account or Facebook ad account. So when this company has given me this project, I simply went through the homepage of the company. This was one of their landing pages, and I found they are having issue in the submit now button. So when someone was filling up the inquiry form, when I tried to fill up the inquiry form, this submit now button was not appearing to me. That was one issue which I captured in this website. Then I went through the mobile view of the website, and this in this mobile view they were having this kind of pop-up, and this pop-up were that was quite, you know, quite a hurdle for people to fill up this inquiry form. And then I went to the entire website, the entire landing page, and I added the couple of points over here. So I always try to add first thing as the improvement in the landing pages or the website. So then I started noting down all the points, starting with poor form visibility on desktop, which I mentioned. After checking out this problem in the desktop, then admission open pop-up mobile pop-up form needs to be removed from the mobile device. I'll correct it. Admission form open pop-up on mobile needs to be removed. That's right. They had no call to action buttons and no click to call buttons. So call to action means whenever somebody comes on the website, especially if it's an inquiry form website, or even if it's a e-commerce website, then people are should be having these call to action buttons. The buttons which attract people to engage with the website. So if we have these kind of products, then people will be getting into these products. They will feel to go into the product. So we should be having the call to action text sometimes. We should be having the call to action button sometimes. Especially if it's inquiry form based website. This website is for a education institute, the one which I'm showing in the presentation, this one particularly. So this one was lacking the interactive buttons on the website. This was lacking the interactive text on the website. I can't reveal the website name, the client name, because usually we are supposed to keep these informations secured with us. But then you will get to know that these kind of information are really required with the lead based or education based websites. And then I also found that we need to have add a course curriculum inquiry form. So course curriculum inquiry form is like when you provide a course curriculum button on the top, and when somebody, or the button could say download curriculum, and when somebody clicks the inquiry form or this button creates an inquiry form, and people give the inquiry, and afterwards we share them the option to download the codes. Anyways, these are the couple of options that we need in the landing pages. Now, landing pages are majorly made or majorly needed for the service based or inquiry based businesses. In fact, we have two kind of businesses. People who don't know, one is the service based business, and the other one, on the other hand, is the e-commerce business. E-commerce means these kind of shopping portals. Now, then we have to give a brief of the overall performance of this account. So I have taken these numbers randomly, but you can use the same kind of numbers. These are the most important numbers for any account. One, the monthly spend, what exactly the company is spending on the monthly basis. Then the conversion rate. Conversion rate means out of 100, how many people are converting or filling up the inquiry form or making the purchase. Then we have the total number of leads or sales. So I have mentioned like these number of sales, and the cost per conversion, which means cost per lead or cost per sale. So once you know that what companies is spending in a month, what is the conversion rate, how many leads or sales company is generating, and finally, what is the cost per sale that you are getting from that project, then it's quite easy for you to drive the performance in terms of improving it further. So now you know it's all about improving the performance of the account. And when I say performance, then it's all about how do you decrease the cost per lead? Or maybe in the same amount, how can you improve the total number of leads or sales? Now, all the clients in this market, all the companies in this market are always expecting to improve the conversions, improve the number of sales, increase the number of sales, in fact, at a lower cost. So auditing is all about you or me. We guys can audit any of the accounts, and after auditing these accounts, we can find out how we can further improve the performance. In fact, if you are good with auditing, after becoming an expert, you can approach to any client. You can simply recommend him to provide you the, you can ask him, in fact, not recommend him. You can ask him to provide the account access so that you can audit the accounts, and then you can submit a proposal through which you tell him that that's how you can improve the performance of this account. Now, you can go through all the campaigns in the account. Let's say if we have one search campaign, you can make a report campaign wise first. So let me show you how exactly I try to make these audit reports. So if it's Google, then I simply get into Google Ad account, and in Google Ad account you have this recommendations option, and you also have this overview option. So you have to get into the overview option. This overview option shows you the overview of the entire account. So what you can do, you can simply go through the campaign first. You can see what is the performance of this campaign. Against the campaign name, you will find the cost, then conversion, and cost per conversion. These are the main important metrics over here. So you can change these options: cost, then from clicks, it can be changed to conversion, which means the total number of sales, and then you can also change it to cost per conversion. Now, this account, which I have taken into consideration, it's a new account. I cannot share a performing client account with you. That's why I'm just showing you how exactly you can make these reports. Now, you can simply take the screenshot of this particular box and put it in the campaign performance sheet. In the next one, you go to the top keywords. So here you find what are the top performing ad groups. In fact, you can add the ad groups as well. You can see which is the best performing ad group, especially in terms of conversions and the cost per conversion. In this account, if I get you through the group, you can clearly see Nosepin is the top performing group, having 41 clicks in these boxes. Then you can come into top performing keywords. Again, take a screenshot from this box and put it in the top keywords sheet. Then you can pull up the top searches, device performance. You can pull up top serving ads. You can pull up the day wise leads. So here you can see Sunday and Wednesdays are the best performing days for this client in terms of conversions. Then you have, and then finally you can provide the recommendations. So before you come into the recommendation part, you have to simply analyze the entire account. At one end, you have to analyze this account. At the other end, you have to analyze the website as well. If you find that website is lacking anything in it, you recommend that into the sheet. I have seen people who are always focusing on improving the accounts, but trust me, if your website is not up to mark, if your online store is not up to mark, which is a shop, then even if you land thousands of customers every single day, they won't be converting, they won't be engaging with the website. So that's why I always recommend people go through the website first, go through the landing page first, and once you are confirmed that the landing page is up to mark and this landing page or this website can really generate sales, then only you think about getting into Google or Meta ad accounts. So as I said, you have to go through the entire account, and trust me, whenever you go through the account, if you are good with understanding the account details, just by going through the account, you will easily find the point of improvements. So let's say if you have 5 campaigns over here, and you can see out of these 5 campaigns, if 2 campaigns are performing well, you can simply bid or spend heavily on those 2 campaigns. If you find that the campaigns are uh, delivering more results on mobile devices, you can bid high on mobile devices. If you find that your campaign is delivering more result in any time window, let's say if the campaign always performs well in the evening hours from 6 p.m. till 1 a.m. or till 12 a.m., you can bid heavily in these durations. And if you find that, let's say on Monday, your campaign does not perform at all, you can outbid yourself on Mondays. You don't need to spend heavily on Mondays. So once you will go through this entire account, you will go through the overview of this account, you will be easily able to find out the points of improvements. Now, then you have to put the recommendations over here. But there's one thing that you always have to keep in your mind, that do not put all the recommendations of the account. Because just because if you will put all the recommendations, then your client will take all the inputs from you. And then there's no point in delivering this project or giving this project to you. If you because if he has already taken all the things from you, all the points from you, then there is no point hiring you, because he can always share this kind of report with his team, with his expert, with the previous agency, and that agency can work upon it further. Because when he will try to change an agency, the agency will also, try to retain with this client. But still, you have to put some points in the report just to show the report. And the best way is to not share these reports with the client. After making the report, just keep these reports to yourself and only share these reports over a call, over a PPT. At least not give any view access or the edit access. At least if, even if you are giving the view access, try to check that access is not going to stay with the client for a very long time. Now you can give the recommendations like bid heavily on converting groups and keywords. Do not provide all the keywords one by one just because you want to work on this project, right? Then geofencing targeting utilized, bid device bid adjustment as per the performance, placement bid adjustment as per the performance. I have added some random points so client understand, yes, we know something about the project, but at the same time, I don't want to reveal all the insights of this account to the client to improve this account, because these are the tricks of the trade. You cannot simply provide your trade text to anyone so easily, right? And then bid adjustment for age group, bid adjustment for gender based performance. This is something which you're asking for the client if this is actually happening on Google Ads. Then you can also recommend some marketing recommendations, like you can recommend him lead nurturing actions like social media retargeting, Google display ad retargeting that client can always look for, video ads retargeting, WhatsApp story update. These are the lead nurturing options. Lead nurturing means when we get leads in any project, then we have to connect with these leads, with these customers using different social media or digital marketing platforms. People will need this Google Ads audit report access, even though I will recommend people to make all of these kind of reports by themselves so that they also know how to create the reports. But just in case if you need the edit access of this report, then I will be sharing this report in one of the document, one of the folder, which I will share somewhere below this video link. And then you can simply download the reports from there. I'll see you in any next video of this course.